Hi, this is Jillian Bos with the Jillian Bos Real Estate Team, and we're here today with Barb Rossitto from Country Club Mortgage. Welcome, Barb.
Hi, Jillian. Thank you for this opportunity.
Of course. Today, Barb's going to tell us a little bit about the loan pre-approval process and how easy it really can be. So, Barb, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I am a senior loan officer with Country Club Mortgage. I've actually been in the mortgage lending business for 39 years now.
Tell us about the loan pre-approval process.
The loan pre-approval process is really critical. It actually can be a very easy process for the buyer. We can do it either in person, we can do it by email, we can do it by fax, or by my website. We have an online application form. The buyer will need to supply us with that application form along with the documents that we'll need to make a credit decision, and usually that's tax returns, W-2s, and a pay stub. And then, of course, the process only takes about 30 minutes initially, but I'd like to follow up with the buyer for an in-person meeting because it is critical, and this is an opportunity for them to be aware of all the financing options that are available to them.
Why is the pre-approval process important?
As you know, in this current market environment, the seller's not going to really look at any offers coming across their desk without a pre-approval letter. They want to know that that buyer is able to purchase their home and close the escrow. So it gives the buyer maybe a little bit of a competitive advantage by having a strong pre-approval letter. Also, it's important for the buyer because they need to know what their buying power is, what their payments are going to be, how much cash is going to be required for them for down payment, and it also helps me work with their agent to be able to explain the buyer's needs so that the offer is written properly to get the buyer all the assistance that they need for their financing.
So, Barb, once the buyer's offer is accepted, tell us what's next.
The buyer typically will come in and meet with me. That's when we're going to want to lock in their interest rate. We're going to go over with their final amount of cash that they're going to be required to close the escrow. We're going to order the property appraisal and sign any upfront documents that they need to sign for their loan package. So that's a really important time for them to come in and meet with me and finish up that process. And then once the appraisal's in, we actually obtain the final loan approval, and hopefully we're on our way to closing the escrow.
Is there anything you'd like to add, especially for those first-time home buyers out there?
I sure would. I'd love to get across to them that the pre-approval process doesn't need to be an intimidating experience. We want to make it fun and enjoyable for them and take that stress away from them. The more prepared they are when they come to meet with me, the easier the process. I have an absolutely awesome team. The girls work really hard to make this a good experience for our buyers.
So, Barb, how can we reach you?
You can reach me by cell phone at 559-805-8380 or at my email address, barb, B-A-R-B, the letter R, at ccmloans.com.
Thank you so much, Barb. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more at jillianbos.com.